Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. What prompted me to make this video is it's kind of a funny story. Last night, I was doing what I do around here, putting things away, finding homes for things as I've been doing, and I was hungry. It got to be that time of day. It was supper time, and I was like, uh-oh, I don't have any food in here much, and I'm kind of not interested in cooking for myself today. So I ordered food. I ordered a pizza and a 7 Up because that particular pizzeria was brought to us by Pepsi, not Coke. So I'm more of a Coke person. So I went for the other stuff. Anyways, it arrives. The order gets here. And the driver opens with, uh, they say they didn't have any 7 Up, so they gave you a Pepsi. And I was like, okay. I'm already a little bit. But anyway, all right. And so, driver leaves. And I open up the pizza box, and it's totally not my pizza. The receipt sticking in the box has my order on it, but clearly whoever was putting the things in the boxes, they put the wrong receipt. Clearly, obviously. So that was fun because I was really hungry, and I wasn't gonna make a big stink about it. I was just like, you know what, I need food now, and making a big fuss and getting all mad about it, it's just gonna make me have to wait longer. So, oh well, I'll eat someone else's pepperoni pizza. So I did, and one could say, ugh, that's not a great start to the new year. In theory. But I think it is. I think it's an interesting metaphor because, as I was saying in my previous video, I had become accustomed to being quite powerless and unable to sort of do anything to affect change in my own life, um, due to all kinds of reasons, and most sort of relevant reason being dealing with a major depression that lasted about 10 years. So in those days, I would have been really, really offended, and I would have taken it personally that this order was wrong, and how dare you screw up my order. Like, it would have been kind of like that. Whereas now I'm just like, right, you have to pick your battles. You really gotta know when it's appropriate to speak up and when it's just really only to make yourself feel better in the moment because you're frustrated about something. And anyway, that got me to thinking back on the cleaning up process, the rearranging of this place, and it's been rather profound for me, anyway, for little old me, because I've actually inversed this room. You might remember all of my videos before, I was in front of a window, and that window is across the room from here. So I can look outside when I'm writing or when I'm just, sitting here. And excuse me. Little things like that make all the difference, and you don't realize when you get into the habit of being powerless. You just don't realize, oh, well, if I do, in my case, if I get rid of this giant futon that I don't use, that is way too big for this place, literally just, it is in the way. Somebody else can use it and will come and take it away, I'm quite sure. And Doing that means I'll have room to start shuffling things around a little bit at a time. And that's exactly how it worked out. Just, oh, I'm making more space for myself. Great. I have more room to sort and organize and figure out what is mine and what is definitely not being kept. And yeah, I'm just looking down at some notes. And I feel like it's important to emphasize that that powerlessness that I was feeling, I appreciate is a common feeling that a lot of us have. And um, the hard truth about that one is, I'll use myself as an example. Um, it was easy to blame um, all of the, obtaining all of the stuff that I had because of a psychological illness. Blame that. It's fun and convenient to do that, right? I blame this condition, I blame this other person, I blame all kinds of things, but all of that is just sort of reinforcing the notion that you forfeit your power because of this psychological condition or whatever, what have you. Uh, and you can't you can't go blaming everything else forever and ever and expect good things to happen in the future and future positive things to manifest. Like it won't happen that way until you start learning new things and realizing different perspectives and in this case, like literally just reorganizing your things. You're just like, oh wow, things are suddenly so much more clear. And that's one of the things that sort of really stood out to me lately is we have a choice. We can choose to feel powerless and victimized or not. And I feel like I say that to a lot of people online and even people in my own three-dimensional life and family. There's a lot of, well, are we going to be miserable or not? Because there's always a choice. You can always feel miserable or you can feel something different. It's up to you. So I think that's an important thing to take forward into the new year. Um, just remember, like what I said in my last video, you can bash into the same boxes that you haven't unpacked forever, all the time, and hurt your feet and get bruised and all that stuff. Or empty the boxes, see what's in there. Realize, like I did, that most of the stuff you have, you don't even care about and you don't even want. So give it to somebody else who does want it. And there you go, right? Power. So, in a time when a lot of us, I think, feel pretty down and out and powerless and upset by things that are bigger than us that we can't really change right now. I ask that we try not to do that for at least not too long. I realize that we are inclined to do so. We're human beings. But a part of the awakening process has been recognizing the human condition and how that condition just it calls all the shots and prevents us from understanding new things quite the same way, just because we're hung up on all the feelings that we have and that we carry with us from past experiences, etc. So, I hope you've enjoyed my lecture about straightening up and cleaning up your room, but it doesn't matter. I can be in my mid 40s and be learning these things. I figure other people probably would benefit as well. Hopefully they're younger than me, but hey, we learn at the pace that we learn. So, I have to get going, but I hope that you're well and I will see you very soon.